Hi everybody, this is Heather Elizondo with Keller Williams City View, and I'm here doing a tour today of a home in Inwood Estates. It's in the Northside School District inside 1604. It feeds Blattman Elementary, Hobby Middle School, and Clark High School. And this property is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 4,000 square feet, and it sits on 0.4 acres. This property is listed at under $800,000, which makes it a real steal. So let's go inside and see it. It's listed by Angelica Rios of Vortex Realty. She's been kind enough to allow me to go inside and take a tour of this with you so that you can check it out for yourself if you haven't had the chance to get over here. It's kind of hard to get into Inwood because it's such a securely gated community. You have to present them with your driver's license and everything to get inside. So sometimes it's difficult just to go driving around and looking at cool houses around here. So let's take a look at this house. All right, so here's the front of it. It's got a winding sidewalk, tons of gorgeous trees in the front yard. And the driveway is on the side of the building. You can see that the roofing materials are this real thick shingle. It's like a shaker shingle. Not a normal composite, not a tile, not metal, but this really thick shaker shingle. They last a really long time. As you walk up, you can see that we've got a updated door. This house was built in 1997. Little patio area you could sit in out there. And here's what you're looking at. You hear the guy mowing next door, but this is a very quiet neighborhood. The cool thing about Inwood is that it's right in the middle of everything and super convenient inside 1604 while still having these nice spacious lots. So when we first come into the house, you're in a 2-story foyer. Here's the light fixture up there at the top. And you can see that the stairs have this gorgeous Spanish themed tile on them. To the left, we have an office space, dedicated office with built-ins on one side. There are wood floors throughout. These wood floors look like they were done fairly recently. They are not the 1990s style 2-inch boards. These are very updated and very high quality floors. Throughout the entire downstairs, you can see that there's crown molding in all of the rooms. And you've got the nice shutters in these rooms they're magnetic, so they stick closed, but you can open them up really easily. Very easy to clean too, with these 3 to 4 inch wide blades. So this is the office. We've got double French doors here with the glass that leads out into the foyer again. There's the front door. I was showing a house to a friend of mine the other day, client, and we called this the burrito door because it's just big enough to stick something through, but nothing that's any bigger than that. It's kind of fun though. Different take on a peephole. So from the front door, if you turn right, and so this is another cool thing I wanted to point out while I'm standing here. I'm standing flat against the front door, so you can see that the flooring was not put in the house at a straight 90-degree angle. And it really does a cool thing to kind of lead you through this hallway towards the back of the house. It keeps the flow going and makes the house feel very organic, and it makes it feel very comfortable and not staunchy like some of the big houses out here can be. So this is our dining room. Cool light fixture. It's got textured paint on the ceiling, which looks really nice. If you're not into the textured paint, the good thing about it being paint is that you can just paint over it. Crown molding, these gorgeous custom curtains that match perfectly, and a lot of natural light in here. They've got the windows on the sides covered up. Chair rail molding and everything, and those 2 doors are going to lead to the butler's pantry. I'm going to take us through this other direction though first. I want you to see how you get into the living room from that foyer area, and here you are. Very easy, cozy feeling. This house is very spacious, but it's situated in such a way that you don't feel like you're eons away from everybody else. So we've got some speakers built into the walls, fireplace. That was probably initially intended for a nice big TV, but you know, nowadays we usually put our TVs over the fireplace, but you've got speakers built in, and they're in the ceiling also, so I'm sure you could hook it up to that and have some surround sound going on. We've got the same magnetic plantation shutters throughout the house down here. Same crown molding. And I'm standing right in the middle of the living room, which is open to the kitchen. And here is the wet bar / butler's pantry. So the door that you see over here to the right, let me see if I can point to it for you. Right here is to the dining room. So as you can see, they've got a couple of stools up here. So if you're really into entertaining, that would be awesome because you can stand back here in your wet bar and you can mix cocktails or whatever you would like to do and just serve them up right across the bar there to your guests. It's got a really good feel for entertaining specifically. So I know that my camera's picking up these cabinets as being very yellow, but they're not that yellow. They're more of an off-white and they're a very distressed paint finish. It looks very classy. I don't know, it seems like a cheap word, but it does look very well done. We've got child locks on the cabinets here. Lots of storage space in here. But you know, again, just like the ceiling in the front room, if this isn't necessarily the look that you like, it's super easy to paint cabinets like this. I mean, I think so. I've done it myself. And the tile on the backsplash and the countertops are very neutral. Delta faucets. Very nice. And then this is like an etched glass, which is great because then you can put your stuff back there and nobody can see it. So this is the butler's pantry. I'm going to walk through to the kitchen now. So right here there's a very small table in here right now, but this would definitely hold a table that could seat 4 to 6 people and still have plenty of space to walk around to get into the living room and into the kitchen. But if you're more of the eat on the go kind of family, it's really cool because this bar has, the island here has overlapping countertops so that you can put stools around it and people could sit there and eat while food is being cooked or while, you know, kids are doing homework, while somebody is playing chef in the family. So we've got under cabinet lighting here, great corner sink area. It looks like there is an under the cabinet water softener as well. And you're looking out into the backyard on this corner window. Check out this gorgeous tile border. And again, with the same countertops that are in the other area. And the same treatment on all of the cabinets, the same paint treatment with the stencil and everything. And we've got nice tall ceilings with space above the cabinets in here. Check out this 5-burner gas range in the middle of the island. And then over here we have a desk where you can organize if you're doing virtual schooling or sitting in on a Zoom call but you want to keep track of food that's on the stove, then it's super easy to do that when you're sitting here and you're right next to the cooking area of the kitchen. And then this is where your fridge would go. And this is the pantry. Got an automatic light in here. Lots of space. And the ceilings are very tall, so if you wanted to put another shelf or 2 up there, you could even do that. The wood flooring carries all the way into the pantry. It's consistent throughout the bottom floor, with the exception of the laundry room. You don't want wood floor in your laundry room. So you got this really nice patterned tile. I'm going to get a little bit closer so that you can see the texture of the paint on it. And this is just in the laundry room. We've got a nice tall counter here so you can put your washer and dryer underneath. And then you can fold on top of it. And plenty of counter space as well as a sink. There is a fan in here that is encapsulated inside that light fixture. It makes for really nice airflow in here so that you're not hot while you're folding laundry. We've got a beeping alarm system because it's not hooked up, so excuse that please. And another window that leads out to the driveway. So inside this area, we have a couple of pull-out drawers for trash cans, recycle, however you want to do that so you don't need to leave your cans sitting out in the middle of the kitchen because it's a very quick walk to get in here. And there's also an extension of the pantry, and this could also be used as storage for cleaning supplies and things like that. Now this door leads to the garage. This is a 3-car garage. The floor does have an epoxy paint treatment on it. We've got hooks up here. They must have had bikes and things hung up, and there's a window right there that goes to the front. But the way the garage doors are configured is we've got one door for 2 cars and then one door for the other car on the other side. Of course, garage door openers accompanying both. Ceiling and walls and everything are fully painted out in here. There's the attic access. And here's your water softener. It is a Culligan water softener. And that would be your water heater right there. Got a chair rail right here on the way into the house. It's very helpful if you are always leaning things up against the walls to avoid damaging the walls. So as we walk back into the laundry room, oops, turned out the wrong light. Then we are going to go back through the kitchen. I should tell you that this laundry room has a door of its own that can close to keep the sound of the laundry and everything on the other side of it. We also have our oven and our microwave here. All right, so I am going to walk just past the table to the door to the backyard so you can get a look at what the backyard looks like. Got a lot of space back here and ground sprinklers. We had a lot of rain last night, so everything's perked up. So you've got wrought iron fencing on either side of the property and then a solid fence in the back. Plenty of space back here to put in a pool if you were to do so, or a playground area if you wanted to put in a jungle gym or something like that for the kids. Nice flat area over here, even if you wanted to put in like a putting green or something. It wouldn't take too much work to level that out. And then you've got the patio right here, which is a great location for it because you get a little bit of a cross draft. Again, we're hearing the guy cutting the lawn next door. And up there is a fan. So you could definitely sit back here in the privacy of your porch. And it's really nice that they have this crepe myrtle off to the side so you're not looking at your neighbor over there. I'm standing on the porch right now. It'd be great to put a barbecue out here. We do a lot of outdoor entertaining. Big fans. All right, back into the living room. This house has a downstairs master, which is over here in this corner of the house. As you may have noticed, we've got some really tall, they look like 8-foot door frames, and the ceilings are probably 9 or 10. There might be a 9-foot door frame. So here we have a half bath to service all of downstairs, except for the master bedroom. And this is really cool. I saw this when I came in here earlier. These handles and the areas around the taps and the faucets are made of something that's probably like a jasper, but it's actually real stone. And we have the antiqued sink pedestal here as well. Nice light fixtures and the tall ceilings in here. So here's another door to the backyard that just leads to the side of the patio where we just were. And if I turn left, I'm going to be in the master suite. This master suite has a plaster treatment on the walls. You can see it's a little more textured than what we normally see. Again, if you wanted to paint it, it takes paint just fine. Or if you felt like you didn't like the plaster necessarily, then I know that you could hire out getting that either flattened out or getting it scraped off and redone. House has a lot of very rich finishes on the walls and on the trim and everything else, and these gorgeous curtains. Got carpet in this room. Carpet's in good shape. And nice big windows that look out on your backyard. So this is a king-size bed, and I'm going to stand in the doorway here so that you can see how much extra space there is in this bedroom. Very spacious. This master bath suite is also really nice. You've got a double door that walks into it. As soon as you walk in, if you turn to the left, you see the WC with little tiny double doors to go into the WC. So you can feel all fancy when you're going in there. And then to the left is a shower. It looks like the light is burned out over the shower, but I'll show you what the inside of it looks like. It's stone with a seat and dual shower heads. And then it's a high ceiling in here, so you wouldn't feel caved in or claustrophobic. Again, they've painted this ceiling with a paint treatment. It's got kind of a almost metallic sheen to it, and that would be completely paintable if you didn't care for that. It feels very warm in here. Not the temperature, but the look of the space. So if that's not your forte, then you can always change it. You've got the